where EAM Dr. S Jaishankar takes a dig on China during interaction with Indian community in Tanzania. He says, "We're not here as an extractive economy. We are not here in the manner in which a lot of other countries are there for very narrow economic objective." While addressing the Indian community in Tanzania, EAM S Jaishankar took a dig at China, and he further said that today we want to see Africa also grow. We want to see African economies also grow, and we are not here as an extractive economy. We're not here in the manner in which a lot of other countries are there for very narrow economic objectives. He further added that we want to see African economies also grow, and our approach to Africa today is to trade more with Africa, invest in Africa, work with Africa to create capacities in Africa. Let's take a look at what the External Affairs Minister had to say.
We want to see African economies grow, and our approach to Africa today is to trade more with Africa, to invest in Africa, to work with Africa, to create capacities in Africa, so that the rise of Africa also takes place as countries like India are rising in Asia. We are not here as an extractive economy. We are not here in the manner in which a lot of other countries are there for very narrow economic objectives. For us, this is a broader, deeper partnership, and that is something which I am here to demonstrate during my visit.
Well, joining me on the broadcast is my colleague Abhishek. Abhishek, what more details do we have on the ground from EAM Jaishankar's visit to South Africa?
So EAM Jaishankar, during his visit to Tanzania, has been inaugurating projects of development. In fact, he was inaugurating a project of potable water, drinking water supply that would cater to about 30,000 people. He had also opened an IIT Madras campus in Tanzania. That would be the first IIT outside India. So clearly, what he meant to say that India's relationship with Africa is not just transactional. It is not just extractive, but it is a relationship that India wants to nourish as a partner, as a country which comes, invest, and become a partner in the journey of progress to Africa. Earlier also, Shankar has highlighted that unless until Africa's growth is there, the world cannot grow. The global south that we mostly talk about, and Africa, and many countries of Africa constitute that global south. So unless that becomes the mainstream development partner, there cannot be a global prospect, global prosperity without that. And in that context, he has said this. Also, we have seen, apart from India, China increasingly going to Africa and investing in so many other countries. But then there are, clauses with Chinese investment, and we have seen so many countries which have been dependent on Chinese investment falling into the debt trap. We have seen recently Sri Lanka, what political and economic turmoil happened there. We have seen Pakistan, how much of Pakistan's economic mess has been there. Bangladesh is dealing with the same sort of thing. Many African countries have been dealing with the debt trap of China, where China goes and invests largely in so many projects of infrastructure sometimes those projects are not even needed. But then, eventually, these countries fall prey to the Chinese debt trap, and then China becomes an extractive country in those regions. So, while referring to Indian investment in Africa, as Jaishankar was also trying to point a dig at Chinese investment, which has not been as collaborative and as a partner the way India has been in Africa.